You see this thing? You see this thing right behind me? This is what Need for Speed Payback could have been. Now, what is behind me? What may be? Here, I'll even move over. What is this? What do you think this is? I mean, on my end, it looks like it's just a green screen, but on your end, it has this whole concept art thing. If you don't know what this is basically a concept art for Need for Speed Payback. Basically, before Need for Speed Payback was Need for Speed Payback. Now, this is concept art that basically is found in the game files of Need for Speed Payback. Now, basically, to access all this stuff, shout out to Crown for showing me this. Basically, to get everything, like, to actually access this information and the concept art, it's a little slither under on Need for Speed. Actually, how about I just fucking show you? So basically, in order to access this information, you have to go to a thing called Frosty Editor. I'll leave a link to this in the description. Basically, what Frosty Editor allows you to do, and you can do this for Need for Speed 2015, you can do this for Need for Speed Payback, and you can do it for a few other games as well, as long as it's Frostbite. And you can go in and just look at different shit. Right now, I'm like I'm in like the files for Need for Speed Payback, and I can go and change shit, and it's actually really cool. See this little menu here. You scroll down, and underneath you have Need for Speed hashtag. You have World Assets underscore Need for Speed hashtag, and under that you have World Assets underscore Need for Speed Hardline. So Hardline probably was another name that they probably had going around. I'm pretty sure it's one of the names that they have for Speed before, like along with Redline, which we all got bamboozled into thinking was the next Need for Speed game. Anyway, World Assets underscore hashtag, and down here you have a bunch of different things, like you have airplane, architecture, backdrop, canyon, Dust Bowl track. There you go. Like you can look at assets and shit. It's really cool. All right, now I'm gonna actually show you what you guys actually care about. If you basically want to find out where this is, type in hashtag title UI textures brands hashtag title, and there you go. This is right in the game files. This isn't a fake, because this is directly in the game files of Need for Speed Payback. This little concept art here, which so, and also from in here, again, this is concept art. You have cars that aren't in the game, like the Sesto Elemento and the Pagani Zonda. So, again, it's just crazy how a game like this can just change, like, just rapidly. I don't know about you guys, but I would have much rather had a game like this than Need for Speed Payback, because what we got, this looked like it was more focused on like actual like racing, vroom vroom. It doesn't look like there's anything off-road related here. Then again, this is very early concept art, so who knows what they could have done. It looks like there's a track there as well. And thinking about it now, there's a huge ass desert just empty in Need for Speed Payback. That's probably where the track would have been. The desert probably would have had some sort of use, as there would have been a track and shit there, and there'd be like Pro Street type things. I feel like this game could have blended like the track atmosphere of Pro Street along with the illegal aspect of all the other Need for Speed games, because there's still cops. You look in like Need for Speed hashtags like folder, you still have like assets for cops, buildings, and all that. So the city element was still there, the free roam element was still there. You have a bunch of assets here with like different stuff in the city, like you have Midtown, you have like buildings and stuff. So they had the map down when they had this Need for Speed hashtag concept. Now, granted in mind, this is 2016. This is when Craig Sullivan was still creative director. And I could tell, you could pretty much tell Craig Sullivan wanted a more, like, festy, like, more, he wanted the game more focused on car culture, if you know what I mean. With a more, it reminds me of The Crew 2, the whole atmosphere. I'll put the thing back on screen. It reminds me of The Crew 2's atmosphere. I feel like that's what they were going with Need for Speed. But then you also have stuff like cops and, like, the city. So there's definitely going to be an illegal aspect to it. But yet, at some point in the game's cycle, probably when William Ho was put on as the creative director, is when everything changed. And of course you have the city in the background. Now granted, that's the actual skyline of Las Vegas. That's not what's it called? That's not Silver Rock skyline, but you get the point. Again, it's concept art. They probably still had the world down, just going by fucking, you type in hashtag, and then you have all these different things, just right in the hashtag like asset folder. You have like buildings, architecture, and all that. So all of this stuff was still here for when they were still like making the game, because the map is probably one of the first things they'd make when they build a game. So who knows? The map for Need for Speed 2019 is probably being made right now, or is already done. So, because granted, this is late 2016, and less than a year from when this this picture, like this concept art was made, Need for Speed Payback was out. It was released, and just seeing such a rapid change in development, no wonder there's a lot of shit missing and a lot of shit like just development wise. It looks like the game was in development hell, just by the fact that losing a creative director probably put a really bad hamper on things, seeing this as compared to Need for Speed Payback. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Be sure to leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What do you guys think about this concept art? Personally, I would have rather had a game like this than what we got with Need for Speed Payback. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? That is going to be all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.